Stress on family life is always present, but Sarah Krim says it is manageable with the right attitude.
So yeah, we've made a lot of concessions, and I'm glad I had that time at home because I really learned a lot about Ben, and I think it's helped. It helped all my kids.
So of course families are frustrated. The question becomes, how do you turn that frustration into a positive force? How do you use that? I mean, frustration is, this far away from anger, right? So how do you use that anger? How do you use that energy that's building up to access better care for your child, to negotiate with these systems without losing your sense of self, without saying things and doing things that really you don't want to say or do, without becoming so enmeshed in what's happening that you lose sight of the other things in your life that are important.
As Ben comes closer to graduation, the Krim family faces a whole new set of challenges. By law, children with autism are entitled to a free and equal education. Many of them go to mainstream classrooms with the help of an aide. Many go on to college and have successful careers. But for those who are severely cognitively impaired, what happens after they graduate from high school can be difficult.
So it's a very scary prospect.
One of the things we're finding is that people with autism become adults. They can continue to show improvements in language, in their functioning. And so we need to be thinking about how to work with adults with autism as well. But it does seem that if you put a lot of energy into good behavioral intervention early, that the majority of kids who receive it are going to show improvements that maintain.
An organization called Autism Living and Working is one group that provides help to adults with autism maintain a household, find a steady job, and contribute to community life.
I mean, we know they have autism, and I think we sort of raise the bar of high expectations or put it down so low that because, oh, this child or this person has autism, they can't do this, this, and this. And I just don't think there's a bar there. You just have to accept and again, through the therapy, through the love, through the proper situations, let each child or judge each child or each person as a person, and there's no end. I mean, that child can grow up and live a normal life possibly.
I guess what I learned is that you have to appreciate what is individual and different in every person. And sort of that's the gift of Ben. The other gift of Ben is that he's introduced us and opened us to people I never would have met otherwise, who've just been wonderful and, such helpful, supportive, loving people in our lives. And, without a kid who was different, I never would have had that experience.
I think we all build up these walls, but these kind of experiences, I think, break down those walls and make, it's each child is special, no matter who they are. And then I think we sort of forget about that when they start to grow up and become older people. We sort of make judgments. So I was very glad to have that experience in my life.
Despite an uncertain future and all the daily challenges of living with autism, Sarah Krim says she's learned many valuable lessons throughout the course of Ben's life.
I feel like we're on this journey. It's a path. I don't know where Ben will end up in his life, and it's really hard to know. I think when with toddlers and young kids with autism, there are a lot of really difficult behaviors, and those things do resolve later. I don't think I would have ever believed if somebody told me that, Ben will be different later and it'll get better. He's on his own little curve in life, and just have to be open to being patient enough for that to unfurl.